Right. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the Witch's Broom channel. This is High Priestess Jamila. How are y'all today? I can't be here long, okay? Because I have a class that I have to teach real soon here. So I have to get prepared for that, which I'm already prepared. What am I tripping off of? I'm already prepared. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here because I've got limited time right now at the moment. So I wanted to come and specifically address some things, okay? We all know that if you had a neglectful mother growing up, like if that's literally how your mother raised you, to where she neglected you and didn't give you any love, how that was extremely traumatic, right? Because whatever was wrong with her, she couldn't do it. Or there was certain problems and issues, okay? But specifically what is going to be addressed, which is the worst thing ever, is when children are raised in that environment, but they are isolated and no one else is allowed to love you. Like it's almost like the entire family unit was sort of like this systematic abuse, right? To where you didn't have that, but then you also had everybody else sort of, and so that within itself, and I think that that's a huge issue, okay? Because I think that especially once you reach a certain age where you start you're coming into your own person, you're not going to always agree with your parents, but if you were raised knowing that your parent loved you, or even if your parent didn't know how to show affection, At least your grandmother was allowed to love on you, your aunties, you had other people, your father. But if it's an environment that is extremely traumatic to where you felt like nobody was really allowed to love you, that is going to be something that is going to be addressed along with other things are going to be addressed this full moon. But it's not just on this full moon coming up. I think that the moon is going to be the key to that, because the moon is like the mother of this planet and the sun is like the father. Okay. I want my people to focus on that. That's going to be extremely important in healing from that, and not just healing from that, but also refueling, recharging, so that you can create a space where you can heal from that and where you can take in all of that love that you were missing. Because that aspect of it, first of all, for things like that to happen, um, a lot of people will ask, why did that happen? Why would that happen to you? And I've been telling people that I feel that it's definitely something that's systematic, but then again, also when you add it to the other things. So even though it's a full moon, it's not a dark moon, we're still doing shadow work all the way from now until going into February, because I believe that we'll have a new moon up until Valentine's Day. I think we'll have a new moon shortly before Valentine's Day, or either around the time of Valentine's Day. And y'all know Valentine's Day is supposed to be the national holiday that's centered around love. So, in particular, for clients that were missing that along with other things, okay, it just, this moon is going to be from any cancer, any major event, because whenever you have a full moon or a new moon, you're experiencing a major event. It's a major shift in energy. And so this, when we go into the full moon, which is tomorrow, will be in the constellation of Cancer for a couple of days. And so a lot of people that did not feel loved or have mommy issues, those are going to be the people that are affected. And the reason why you're going to be affected is because you're going through a healing process, and healing can sometimes hurt. So you have to go through that, but then connect with that moon to pull those energies of love. And then that way you can come to a place of self-love, and then that's how you're going to move forward. So that's something that we're focusing on. I think that a lot of people, this is probably one of the most difficult things. I have a lot of different types of clients that I work with. um and typically the clients that have that relationship, that communion between either their mother or either their grandmother, right? Because sometimes, depending on the situation, it, you know, it doesn't matter the relationship between you and your mother, even if it was good. If your grandmother was kind of messed up, and it was like a disconnection, it still affects people. But this is the point where we're working on healing and recharging, because basically those things were missing. And now you're trying to figure out, how do I live in this place of love when I was missing that for so long, along with abuse and trauma? So these are going to be this is one of the things that's going to be addressed, even within my group, even within my inbox circle. That is going to be addressed in one of the most powerful ways. I'm not going to get into my alchemical secrets about the moon and the planets and the sun and all of that. But what I can tell you is that that's going to be